Let's make some masterboards together and turn them from masterboards into these pretty mass makes. I hope you'll join me today for some masterboard and tag fun. Hi everyone, welcome to Hilltop View Journals. Today I am using my scraps to make tags, and I'm starting off making masterboards, and I'm doing this for RachandBella craft retreat, which is next week, next Monday. So I thought, why not switch my camera on and we can have a little craft with me session. And I thought I'd have a little bit of a chat about the crafting retreat and what it's like and the kind of people you meet and all those types of things. Now, I'm not going to show you anything revolutionary here. I am literally going to be gluing scraps of paper down and making this masterboard here. And if you haven't heard of a masterboard before, it's basically starting off with a base, any type of paper. You could even use card, you can use material, anything you like really. And then what you do is you stick on top lots of pretty goodies. And I am making plain masterboards. And let me show you what I've already made, if I can see them. Bear with me. So I'm doing colour themes. So this is my sort of pink and green themes. So that's those there. So I've got 3 there. So I'm trying to do 3 or 4 of each one. Whatever tags I don't use in the retreat, I will then put in the journals I've been making for my 100-day project. So let's start off by telling you about the craft retreat while I am crafting. It is a craft retreat run by RachandBella Crafts. She usually does 3 or sometimes 4 craft retreats a year. We try different venues, but mainly there are 2 venues that Rachel prefers. There's one in Malvern Hills in the heart of England, which is a beautiful place. And it's the Theological College, which is gorgeous. And the other one, which is the one I am going to next week, that is being held in the valleys in Wales. In Abergavenny, and it's in a beautiful village called Skirrid, and it's a renovated farm, and it's called Warnacwn. So that's quite a Welsh mouthful for you. Warnacwn. I will put all the links in the description box. You can have a look at the venue. It is just out of this world. I can't tell you how wonderful it is. It's a big farm, and they've renovated all the buildings, including a massive barn, which is where we do our crafting every day. And I've never been somewhere that's so chic, stylish, just I don't know, it's just beautiful. That's the only thing I can say. It's just, everything is so perfect there. They have themed rooms, so we tend to stick to 3 buildings on the farm when we're in the retreat. The group is split into 2, and we'll be housed in 2 farmhouses. They've all got beautiful ensuite bedrooms. And one of the farmhouses is where we meet every morning for breakfast. So we all get together as a group in the morning, have our breakfast, and then we make our way over to the barn, which is huge. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and it's got a massive log burner in there and a fully functioning kitchen, so we can have tea and coffee when we like. We can set the tables up any way we want to. and then we can craft as long as we like until the wee hours of the morning if you want to, which I have to say some people do. They craft day and night. They are relentless. It's very impressive. And what else is there? So each room in the farmhouse and in the other farmhouse, there's 2 farmhouses there, they've got all themed rooms. I can't remember the names of the themes now, but they're sort of book themes and sea themes, beach themes, all those types of things. Oh, it just truly is just such a lovely, lovely place to stay. And they've also got a huge pond you can do wild swimming in. They've got a hot tub. They've got a sauna, which is new this year, which I'm really looking forward to. And it truly is, it's not just a crafting retreat, it truly is a relaxing holiday. You can just go and unwind. And some people bring their husbands. Rachel has sorted out the access issues. There were some access issues for those who are not as mobile as everybody else, but they've been sorted, and yeah, so it's just a great place to go. And it's about, let's say about 2.5–2.75 hour drive from where I live. So even though it's in Wales, I kind of live in the opposite direction, so I've got a bit of a way to go to travel to it, but it's certainly worth it. And Rachel has organised some amazing workshops for us to do. We have got a workshop by Bella called The Art of Hwsif. So that's making a traditional sewing kit, which I've seen before, and they are just beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. So she's running a workshop on that. Our Rose from Journals in Time, she's doing 2 workshops. She's doing one workshop about rolling journal pages, which I'm intrigued with, and I can't wait to watch that. And she's also doing a workshop using her cry cut. And Angela Kerr is doing a workshop on the blank page, which all of us know how difficult that is to crack. Jez from Nigeza Creates is also doing a workshop, and I think she's doing some kind of inky play, which sounds fascinating. So that sounds like a lot of fun. And also I'm going to do a workshop on colour mixing. So that's going to be fun and very, very messy, which you can imagine. If it's not messy, it's not worth doing in my book. What else is there to say? So on the Monday, so we're going, it's on Monday to Wednesday, so it's 3 days. And on the Monday, we are doing a swap. Now, we've done different kinds of swaps in the retreats that Rachel has organised in the past. What we normally do is we mass make something to give to everyone. So whether that's a tag, journaling card, a little set, a little pamphlet, all sorts of things. And we've had some amazing gifts. And if you've seen, I've done some flip throughs on my channel of journals that I have made for, I think it was Junk Journal July. I think I made 3 journals for Junk Journal July, full of all the gifts I have received at the craft retreats. And just absolutely gorgeous. And it's so inspiring to receive these gifts. It's just beautiful. But we're doing something different this time. This time we are going to each take part in making something for a journal. So we've all been given jobs to do. So I've been given tags, and Rachel has made all the covers. and I think she must have made well over 20 covers with the help of Angela Kerr. And somebody else is doing pockets and tucks, and another person then is doing signatures. So we're each going to turn up on the Monday with our goodies, and then we are going in groups of 4, I think it is. We are assembling the journals, and then all the journals are going to go into a little box, and we're going to have a ticket, and then we are going to choose randomly a journal full of all these goodies made by everybody else. Isn't that sweet? So Rachel's done her best to try and make it as stress-free as possible, because not all of us have that much time to craft, including me. And yeah, it's going to be great. I can't wait. Really, really excited to play along, see what everybody makes. Now, we don't really know what anything looks like. We've been given an idea of a colour scheme. So I'm using all my scraps from the 100-day project, which is basically, I used all of Rachel's 3 kits that she released over the last couple of months. So that is what I am using. And I want to do some pink tags, some green tags, and some blue tags. I have no idea what's going to be in these tags. I'm obviously going to make far more than I need to. I think I've got to make 8 tags for the swap, but I want to make lots more, because I thought if I go along then with some choices, we can then see which ones match everybody else's makes as well. So that's my thinking. And I am in a group with Rachel and Phyllis Joseph. So she's on our design team and admin team for RachandBella's Facebook group. And Rose O'Keefe, who is now Rose Roche. I hope I'm saying that right, Rose, who recently got married. So we're going to celebrate her wedding. And it's just going to be lovely getting together. And I am totally not a people person. I'm quite happy being on my own. But I thoroughly enjoy every time I go to the retreats. They just open your eyes up to what everybody else is doing. You get to chat to people and learn about them and find out you're not so weird yourself, because there are just as weird people as you that love to just stick paper and glue and spend hours fussing over one particular element of what they've made. And yeah, it's really opened my eyes up to being sociable. Although when I come back, my social battery is well and truly dead, and takes me a while to come back round again. But I've just met, everybody's just been so amazing, and not everybody does crafting all the time. Not everybody's a paper crafter. We've got lots of people who love to focus on slow stitching, or cards craft, or quilting, or knitting, and lots of people who aren't on YouTube and social media. All different levels of crafters. Some are brand new, and I know that most of the people that will be going next week are people who return time and time again, just like myself. And I think there's a couple of new faces there, which I can't wait to meet. So we've all been chatting ahead of time. There's a WhatsApp group to get to know everyone. So by the time you get there, you feel like you're part of the family. You don't feel that you're out on a limb and everybody else knows each other and you don't know anyone. So Rachel does work hard to make sure everyone feels included and cared for. Okay, so that is my first masterboard, so you can see which way I'm going, and no thought whatsoever. I'm just piecing things together, and hopefully when I chop these up into tags, and I'll probably do some journaling cards as well, then I can add things to them and make them look really pretty. So what I'll do now is maybe I'll put a couple of songs on and I'll carry on doing this, and then we'll come back and see what we've made together.
Okay. I wandered through the garden, carried on the evening breeze, was out looking for my friends, hiding out among the trees. Where are you hiding, my little lost friend? Where have you gone to? Are you up the creek? Why are you hiding, my little lampstand? And I'm gonna find you. It's hide and seek. It's hide and seek. Stranded in the briar patch, did you forget who you are? Need a ride home from an old friend. I'm close when you feel far. Oh, where are you hiding, my little lost land? Where have you gone to? Are you up the creek? Why are you hiding, my little lampstand? I'm gonna find you. It's hide and seek. Oh, it's an ancient game. We've been playing it down the age. I know you want your freedom, but my love is long range. Oh, where are you hiding, my little lost land? Where have you gone to? Are you up the creek? Why are you hiding, my little lampstand? I'm
Do a little bit of stitching around the tag, and we'll see what these look like. So I finished making my masterboards, and I then went straight into panic mode and maniac mass making the tags that I need to take with me to RachandBella Crafts retreat. As I must have mentioned a couple of days ago in this video, I don't know how long it's been since I recorded these masterboards, but I'm supposed to make 8 tags. So I think I probably ended up at 24. But, you know, crafting, this is what happens, isn't it? You aim to make a certain amount and then you go mental. So that's what I've done. So, and you can see here that I've just got small little pieces of some of the masterboards I've made. and I got lots of the others to take with me to make more tags. So I'm going to put these to one side for a second. And what I thought I'd do is, while I finish these little bundles off, we can have a chat at what I've done, and then I can show you how I've made it. So each bundle, so there's 8 bundles, and each bundle has got 3 little tags in it. So I know I need to glue all these on. So while I'm chatting, I thought I would glue them on. I've done 4 different colours, I think. I've gone with green, pink, blue and neutral, because I don't know what the pages are going to be like in the journals that we are going to be assembling when we get there. So I thought, well, I'll try and just do a bit of everything, and then hopefully something will match. And if it doesn't, then I guess I can make some more while I'm there. But I'm sure somewhere along the line there'll be these types of colours. So there's my green. So we'll put that there. Sorry for the light, but we have actually got a little bit more sunshine today, so I'm really happy about that. But it does cause a little bit of an issue with the desk. So this one here, again, I finished these. So this is my pink one. And I just need to glue this on here. So I've tried to vary these, but you'll see as we go through, they're all very similar. So with these two tags here, I've got some dried flowers, not practical, but hey, this is crafting. And then we've got just a little cluster of fabric, and I've got some painty papers here, and I will leave a link below to the video where I make those painty papers with doing my own colour mixing, so you can have a look at that. But for now we're just going to assemble these little batches. So here's a blue one. Okay, this one's a little bit different. I've used watercolour wash on watercolour paper there, and I've used images from the kit. And there is another tag, so let's find the corresponding tag. Goes like that, and then let's find, and this goes on here. So I've used the same method for each one. I've just varied it a little bit, so we'll have a look how to do that. And if you can see here and here's, I've just used some offcuts from cutting out the circles. And I got the idea of the circles, particularly the ones using my painty papers, from Anelise journaling. So again, I will leave her link, and what I'll do is I'll make a note here. Anelise, I can't remember how to spell her name. Journaling video. So I'll leave a link to that. So that's the blue one. And we've got a neutral one here. So that's neutral, and I think I went with green on that, did I? I've made so much now, I can't remember what I've done. Yeah, so that's, so let's sort this out now. So that's pink, and that is pink, and that is blue, and that is, no, that's not that one. So I've got a blue one here somewhere. That's green, and I think that's green. So I've got all my pinks here, so I think with the blue one I must have done something different. Let's have a look. Right, I think I've sorted them out now. Here we are. So I have no idea what I was just saying, but I will keep on gluing these on. Yeah, so each little bundle of tags is meant to be a sort of starting point for people. So I haven't attached the little fabric scraps here. I've just stitched along the edge and then attached it with a pretty paper clip so that the person who receives these can then decide what they want to do with it. Because, oh, look at this, look how off-centre that is. It's quirky. Because these are going to crafters, they will obviously know what to do with them, and then they can put their own spin on them. That's what I was thinking anyway when I was making these. So I've sort of done minimal embellishments because quite simply haven't got time to mess around and play and things. I've left it way too late and I'm rushing as usual to try and get things finished. Very frustrating at times, but we do the best we can. So this is my sort of bluey neutral one. So there's a bit of a mixture there. And here we've got another sort of mixed one. I've got my painty papers. So I don't think I need to do anything to that one. So that one's ready. And this one needs gluing. So this is another blue one. Let's pop this on. That's that. Oh, I've just got this one and I don't think I need to do any of this one. So again, this is another pink one. So I do love the pink ones. They're so pretty. Okay, so my bundles are ready. So what I was going to do then with my bundles, before we go and make two of them together, I just need to tie these. So I've got some hemp thread here. What I was thinking of doing was just really just tying it in a bow. As simple as that. And then what they can do is when they receive their journal, because we're all going to pick out of a box, I think, a secret box, they can then split this apart. Oh, they can either keep it as it is or split it apart and do what they want with the tags then. Okay, so that's the plan anyway. And let us now put these to one side and we will make a couple of tags together. And oh, I got these as well. So I think I showed these in my Painty Papers video. And again, so I've just used background paper with Rachel's kit to make those tags as well. So I really enjoyed making them. Right, so to make this easier, I made a template for the backing, and then I've used these bought tags for the smallest one. So I've also got plain ones as well, so I did use a couple of plain ones, but these are quite cool. And then I just used them on the back, and so you've got that then like that. So let's do the sort of the journaling part, this large part here. And I will go and grab a couple of papers to see how we're going to make this. So the first way to do this is to use a digital kit page and then add your circles on. So what I've done here is I've just cut some circles out of this corrugated card and painted them. So this colour and this colour I mixed myself, and this is from a bottle. actually that one is a mixture of something that I mixed and then a bottle as well, because I wanted a little bit more vibrant. So what I'm going to do, I've got a digital kit page here and it's printed on both sides. Both are sort of predominantly pink. So I'm going to use my template and my knife, and I'm going to cut 2 pieces. So because they're different on each side, I'm going to cut this. Otherwise, if they were the same front and back, or if I had a white piece on the back, I would just fold it over. But I want to have a different front and back. So this is, I think I printed this on 140 GSM. Okay, so I'm going to glue that side, and I'm just going to glue the middle. I'm not going to glue down the edges because I want to stitch around this, and then I'm going to pop that on there and line it up as best as I can. And take the bottom off. So I just found it a lot easier just to stick to a template and just make one after the other. Once I've got the idea in my head of what I wanted to do, that was the easiest way of doing it. Right, my corner rounder. Okay, so that is that. And then the other version of this is with a piece of cardstock. So I've just got some packaging here. So I'm going to cut this again. And I'm going to use one of my painted papers. So I think that will fit, I think. Or I might use... No, that's not going to fit, is it? No. So let's put that to one side. And then glue this down. Again, I'm just gluing the middle. And the back is clear, so I don't have to back it with anything, which is great news. So in the craft retreat, I am going to be running a workshop for colour mixing. And that is what I've done with these tags, is I've used what I've colour mixed and made them a little bit mixed media-ish, which is what I had planned to do. And I really do hope that they go with whatever journal signatures have been made as part of the swaps. We're all doing different things, different activities, so it's going to be a lot of fun. But it's a bit unnerving when you don't know what you're going to be putting your tags and things in. So this is just acrylic paint spread with a old credit card on some brown paper. So it's quite rustic, should we say. Right, so I've got my 2 pieces here, and let us do this one first. So I want to see which side this looks the best on. So if we do it something like that. So it's supposed to be like a colour swatch, I guess. So I quite like that. I'm just going to tilt my camera a little bit because I feel like I'm off tilt there. Okay, so that's nice. And let's have a look on the other side. Actually, I prefer that one. Don't know why, just do. So I'm going to ink these now. Of course, you could do lots of different things to these circles. Well, you don't even have to do circles. You can do squares, rectangles. You could do windows. Lots and lots of ideas. But for me, I just needed super simple and quick so that I could mass make. I'm going to put the corrugated bits all different on this one. And I'm just going to trim here. Okay, that's that one. And then, so I'm not measuring, obviously. If you want it to look all neat and accurate, then you can measure the spaces and get the centre line and all sorts of ideas, but I'm just plonking them down where they look okay. So you could make like a nice little cluster in between each one of these. That would look really pretty. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, and then on this one I am going to use scraps of paper, whatever I've got here. Now, so I've still got this piece, so I can make 2 circles from that. So I've got a circle punch here. I would say this is 1.5 inches, I'm guessing. So there's one circle, and then let's do that pretty circle there. And I need one more. What have I got here? Have I got anything left that looks slightly different? So I'm going to do that one. I'm going to do that one. That looks too similar, I think. Could go for more bluish pinky there. Let's do that one. And then I need 3 pieces of card. So let's see what I got here. Got some more packaging here. So it's nice to mount them, I think. Oh, put back in his home, and then I'm just going to glue these on. And where I've used my painted papers as the background for this, I've added some stamping. So I'm going to use the very light antique linen just to give it a little bit of a texture. I don't want too much to come out. So you probably can't see it on camera, but I can see it here. And I actually think a bit of gold would look nice on there. It doesn't really go with the kits, but gold would go nice. Anyway. Concentrate, Stephanie. You need to get this done. Okie dokie. So let's now put these on. And can glue glue them on with this. So you could actually use your masterboards as well for these circles. Okay, and then what I did was I created some really simple clusters of fabric. So let's see what I've got here on the side. A couple of bits I'm looking for. I think that one I could do pink and blue. And I've got these little bits I could use. And what else have I got here? Sort of running low now of my bits and pieces. Got a couple of flowers here in white. And I've got some very light pink lace. So I do need one more piece, I think, of material. Really bright flowers. Okay, and what I did with these was with my sewing machine I just stitched, but you could put an eyelet in here, you could put a brad in here. What else could you do? You could staple, but I just wanted to stitch so that people can have an eye, you know, can do what they want then. So let's put that like that. That there. That there. It's a bit too neutral. I need something pinky to go with it. Let's find something pinky. Yeah, let's use this. There we go. That works quite nicely. So there is the first layer complete, and then pop these over here on the second layer. So before I forget to mention, the size of this little template here is 3 inches by 7.5 inches, which is 7.5 centimeters by 19 centimeters. Okie dokie, let's do the next tag now. I'm going to use one of my masterboards. So I've got the pink one here. Pop that to the side there. Got another little template here for a tag. And this measures 6.5 centimeters across by 13 centimeters, 2.5 inches by 5 inches. And I am going to pop this on and cut 2 tags out. I didn't really do much different things with this tag, only that a couple of the tags I did embellish with dried flowers, but I do kind of think that's a little bit impractical, so we'll use some of the kind of focal point on these. But it's nice that I can use this masterboard up. Okay, and then I need to do the length. Now, keep these because you're going to use those as well. Nothing goes to waste. And let's do the tag shape. Now you can do any size that you like. It all depends on the size of your journal as well. I know that the journal signatures are A4 folded into A5, so standard size journal. Okay, so we've got our tags there, and what I tended to do with these tags is just put an eyelet in and use a little cluster. So that's what I'll do here now, just to make it nice and simple and quick. So I'm looking at this one now, and I think it would benefit from a little bit of fabric as well. We'll see what it looks like with a cluster on. So also bear in mind when you're using a masterboard, as you've probably got quite a busy background, so you may want to add some more plain elements if your embellishment that you're going to use is quite busy as well. I've got a couple of ones here. So I've got this pink one here, and I think that stands out on its own absolutely fine on that background there. And I've got this plain one here, so I think that could do with a little bit of trim there, I think. And this one could probably do with a little bit of pink in it.
I've been lying here for too long. I don't know what else to do. I wanna get away from every little thing just to try to make it through. I've been thinking about my options, every detail in my head, but it doesn't really matter, nothing matters, so I cry instead. I've been running in circles, trying to catch my breath. I've been trying everything I can, but I ain't got nothing left. I've been staring at the ceiling, I've been staying up all night.
Okay, so I'll stitch those in a little bit, and then the last piece of the jigsaw is the smaller of the tags. So I'm going to leave the writing on the back, although I might have a look at the writing on the front. We'll see what it looks like, but I'm going to use these two leftover pieces, and I'm going to measure them and just cut them into shape. Try and get them straight if I can. And all I did was round the corners and then added some lace to them. And if they're a little bit plain, then what I did as well was I just added a little bit extra from my cut-offs. So let's just see what I've got here. Anything else here? Okay, so I'm going to stitch around those before I glue them on. And I think it's a shame to cover that writing up, so I am going to put them on the back. do all my stitching and pop back. Okay, let's put these together. And I need some pretty paper clips first of all. I think that one goes that way. So let me know which one you prefer, which method, whether you use kit in the background and then these swatches or the other way around. I can't choose. I think I like both actually. That is coming loose all the time, this one. I think it's shiny on the other side. Okay, and let's do this one. So that's like that, and these don't need anything besides two little pieces of fabric there. So I'm just going to use some white thread. And then we've just got these to glue on then. I do feel like that's missing something. I know it was like that, but I kind of prefer it that way. Let's cut this on. I might go and grab a flower, I think. So I got this little fabric flower here. I think that's delicate enough to go on there. And again, another little fabric flower here. Just pop on there like that. Oh, doesn't want to stick. And on these I'm going to put some twine. I'll do some rustic twine, I think. And all I need to do now is just sort out the presentation of these and tie them up into little bundles. So I hope you've enjoyed this little tutorial today, which is basically using masterboards and a little bit of painted papers to make these lovely tag bundles for gifts. And I think they do make a lovely gift, and you could give these as birthday gifts, anniversary gifts, or like what I'm doing, you can do some like happy mail or some swaps. So I will let you know how the retreat goes as soon as I can, and hopefully I will be doing a little bit of filming from there as well, and I can share all the love that we have when we do get to meet everyone and all the crafters, and I just can't wait. So thank you ever so much for joining me today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.
Everything I ever worked for vanished in the blink of an eye. I've been asking every question, 'cause I haven't got a clue. Why's it gotta be me? What the hell am I supposed to do? My breath. I've been trying everything I can, but I ain't got nothing left. And I know there's so much more to this life, but it's hard to see it clearly. Yeah, I tried my best, but nothing turns out right. God, I need you now so dearly. 'Cause I've been running circles, trying to catch my breath. I've been trying everything I can, but I ain't got nothing left. I've been running circles, trying to catch my breath. I've been trying everything I can. I ain't got nothing left.